Hello, my name is Michelle C.M, and I am a first-year internal medicine resident from Canada. I would like to first and foremost thank GIE for the opportunity to discuss my recent publication titled Impact of Study Design on Adenoma Detection in the Evaluation of Artificial Intelligence-Aided Colonoscopy, a Systematic Review and Meta-Analysis. I would also like to recognize my co-authors from the University Health Network and the University of Toronto for supporting me in this project and for contributing to the contents of this interview. Artificial intelligence has seen rapid growth with applications across, anywhere from daily life to various clinical settings. And specifically in gastroenterology, there has been a lot of development and interest in identifying colonic polyps using convolutional neural network. In our study, we've seen that there are 12 systems across 24 randomized control trials that have used this convolutional neural network to develop a model for polyp detection. Currently in the literature, there are existing systematic reviews that have looked at the impact of artificial intelligence in detecting polyps. And the majority of these studies show that with AI assistance, there is improved adenoma detection rates. What's interesting is that these randomized control trials have been conducted in one of two ways, either using a parallel study design or a tandem design. And existing systematic reviews, when they're analyzing the results, they've pooled all of the results together, regardless of the study design. As you may know, these two different study types have significant differences. And so we felt that it was important to try to actually see the impact of the study design on these outcome measures, especially when we are trying to evaluate a technology so novel and virtually, never been experienced in the past by endoscopists. So our studies included a total of 24 randomized controlled trials, as mentioned, 18 of them being parallel studies and 6 of them tandem studies. And the main finding that we were interested in was to see how the adenoma detection rate is affected with artificial intelligence-aided colonoscopy. We found that regardless of the study design, so in either just pooled parallel studies or pooled tandem studies, AI-assisted colonoscopy led to an improvement in the adenoma detection rate. And this really sort of tells us that tandem studies may be just as good as parallel studies when we're trying to investigate the effect of these novel technologies on adenoma detection rate. And this is really could have implications on designing future studies because, as you may know, parallel studies often require more participants and more resources. And so depending on your resource availability and exactly what the goals of your study are, you may be able to consider these two different types of study designs as a part of your study planning process. What we find worth further noting are some of our other outcome measures, as we think that it opens up a discussion of other potential implications of study design when we're evaluating a novel technology like artificial intelligence. So, for example, we found that there was prolonged withdrawal time with artificial intelligence assistance that was seen only in parallel studies. In tandem studies, whether or not the AI was assisting colonoscopy, there was not very much of a difference in the withdrawal time. We thought that one possible hypothesis to explain this could be that in a tandem study design, the endoscopists feel motivated to look more carefully and spend more time looking for possible polyps when they're scoping without the assistance of artificial intelligence, in anticipation of the fact that they will later on be compared against an AI model. And so, if this were indeed the case, then it raises the question, how are endoscopists impacted in a trial like this one, where they are using a very, very new technology, and also just by the nature of the study design, it's very difficult to blind participants. And so this highlights the importance of considering study methodology when we're designing trials, as well as when pooling results of trials to make broader conclusions. AI's role in endoscopy will continue to grow, and with this, we believe that it is crucial to have robust research methodologies that are accurate, efficient, and possibly also considers human factors of endoscopist participants. And so we hope that our study has helped to answer some of these questions and raised other important questions that we hope will help when designing future trials like the ones that we have presented in this paper. Thank you very much.